Hello, Cosmic Witches, and welcome back to another episode inside the Divine Gossip Girls podcast. Today we have our September forecast for you today, which I'm really excited about. We are loving recording these forecasts with you, and we've kind of upped them in these past few months, and with Karlie bringing her special channeled messages. And I'm also channeling the practices. I don't know what is going to come up today, so I'm excited to see what comes forward in the practices that I can give you all once Maggie gives the spiritual astrological forecast, and then Karlie gives her channeled messages, and then I can wrap it all up with some practices that you can take away and you can embody, integrate, and step into in September to really utilize the energy that is around us astrologically, but also just on your own personal level. So make sure that you have a notepad, a pen, or you have your notes app open. You can save this episode and come back to it throughout the month as well. And yeah, go enjoy this episode, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hey Cosmic Witches! Divine Gossip Girls here, your one and only source into the spiritual happenings of the cosmos.
Ever wonder what this month's energy will have in store for you? What the planets and stars are even up to? Or if the universe can just help you catch a break already?
Well, lucky you, because we have all the spiritual secrets to tell. Get ready to sip on your weekly dose of divine tea. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and dive into the energetic themes, the energetic forecast. So I tap into the collective energy and I kind of see what's coming through. So first I'm going to share with you guys the overall message with tarot, and then we'll dive into the specific themes where you'll lean into your intuition to pick out which one's going to be the most dominant theme for you. So the overall energy that is really coming through for September, I was seeing this white light energy, this cleansing energy coming forward. As we know, a lot of us had this really big upgrade in August with the 888 portal, with all this solar activity. A lot of us have shifted our vibration, and the result of a higher vibration kind of shifting into the body is then this energy of like purification. It's like when you start taking like a new supplement or a new herb, and sometimes you have like reverse effects before it gets better. That's your body detoxifying. So I feel like September is all about like releasing, purifying, and really gaining clarity as to where it is that you want to take this new vibration that you're going. So with the tarot that came through with our collective theme, the first one was the Devil in reverse, which this is such a powerful card. I mean, it's a major arcana card, but then we also have the energy of favorable transformation. So this isn't just any transformation. This is happening in your favor. It's also about embracing change and really pursuing self-improvement. So now that you're embodying this higher vibration, how does that play out in terms of your mindset, in terms of your habits, in terms of what you're choosing to call in, and becoming really intentional with all of that? So this is really the energy of liberation, maybe breaking free. Somehow all of a sudden you have like this power within you to just break free of something that's kind of been challenging for you. It's like, wow, I can now let this go. It doesn't feel that hard. It's also like regaining control with the Virgo energy of, a lot of us say it's like back to school energy, kind of getting things in order, getting things kind of lined up and cleansed and cleaning your spaces. It's like spring, but in the fall time. It's spring cleansing, but fall cleansing. So we're kind of regaining control, coming back to our responsibility, being like, okay, summer, like we had a fun summer, but like how are we going to reel it back in to make steps tangible so that we can actually see results? We also had the Knight of Cups coming through, which I love this cup coming through here because it's that idea of creativity, of imagination, beauty, charm, maybe a bit of romance as well. So this is a really beautiful energy of just like this fresh, like loving, light energy coming in, and it's giving you this sweet upgrade of like creativity. Okay, like where do I want my energy to go? How can I open my heart and expand? So Knight of Cups is really allowing you to see that, if there's something that's coming forward, this creative pursuit that maybe has been brewing in your mind, this will be a really powerful month to like feel the energy, to take action, to get more clarity on it, or maybe also receive those beautiful blessings that the universe wants to give you in terms of love, in terms of creative endeavors, in terms of beauty. And then the final cup the final card that came through was the 5 of Cups. And now we're having a lot of cups kind of come through. So that's giving like the energy, I feel like spiritual energy, and also the energy of emotions. So with the 5 of Cups, although sometimes this can be seen as, okay, a card of like failure or disappointment, it's kind of telling you like what happens this month, it's happening in your favor, right? With that double reversed, it's like, it's a favorable transformation. Maybe at the start, you're like, oh my God, this sucks. This is a really powerful month for you to validate what you've been feeling and to really sit with your emotions of maybe the things that haven't gone the way that you expected them to. And then recognize, because if you look at this card, I know you guys can't see it, but there's still 2 cups standing behind this man. So there's still like, there's things that you cannot see yet that are coming into focus or may already be in your reality that are just waiting for you to turn around or maybe switch your focus, switch that mental clutter so that you can see it and you can be like, oh, that's why this had to happen. So yeah, 5 of Cups, maybe things happen that aren't, what you want, but it's going to be for your highest good. So that's the overall collective theme there. Just the theme of purification, new ideas, new beginnings, and really favorable transformation. Let's now dive into the 3 main themes that I pulled for you guys. So right now I want you to close down your eyes, take a nice deep inhale in through your nose, and exhale, just grounding down into the present moment, grounding into the body. If it helps you to connect more to your intuition, you can maybe place your left hand over your heart, your right hand over your belly as you just breathe in. Now, I'm going to share 3 numbers here. I want you to just feel what intuitive pull you have towards which one. Maybe you feel it towards a couple, and keep those numbers in mind. So the first main theme would be theme 1. The second main theme is theme 2. And the third main theme is theme 3. So right now, just taking out which one felt the most strong for you, 1, 2, or 3. Now, once again, these are collective themes, so everyone's going to be experiencing them on some level, but whichever one called out to you is going to be your dominating theme. So if you picked the first theme here, you have leaned into the energy of shifting into a new reality and a new frequency. This is the energy of black tourmaline and crazy lace agate. So I'm utilizing my crystal message cards to help with this message. But this is the energy of really allowing yourself to recognize that you have shifted and really embracing this new cycle. Now, as you're embracing this new cycle, maybe you're speaking out some manifestation. This is also the energy of manifestation. Like, you're at a new frequency. What do you want to call in now? And getting more crystal clear. I feel like September is going to give clarity, right? With that white light coming in, it's clarity. So as you've shifted into this new cycle, what is it that you really want to call in? And you don't have to force the clarity. Just give yourself time in peace and quiet, and notice how when you're more with yourself in nature and spiritually connected, how those downloads just naturally click in, or how, you're driving in your car and all of a sudden you have this idea come to you. Write them down and take note, because this is going to be a time for you to really gain some clarity as you've entered into this new cycle. You are not who you were in July. August shifted you, and now September is like, all right, we're here. We're grounding into it. With the black tourmaline, it's also the energy of protection. So I always say, with every new level and new frequency, and I mean, everyone hears this new level, new devil. So protect your desires, protect your heart's desires. Maybe this isn't a month where you go and shout from the rooftops, like, this is what I'm creating, and you put it out into the world. But it is a time, and you'll know intuitively if this is a time for you to kind of protect and nurture it, or if it's for a time for you to share it and speak it out with the world. So it's also that idea of protecting your energy. I really do feel like since August, there is a whole new level of spiritual energy on earth. And it's really important for us to tap more into protective spiritual practices. Like, if you want to carry around black tourmaline or some obsidian, or you do a cleansing ritual before you go to bed at night and right as you wake up in the morning, this is giving the energy of, guess what, honey, you have up leveled. You are now magnetic to a lot of beautiful things. But as that that lighthouse grows brighter, you can also be more attractive to things like moths. So if you want to keep those moths out of your energy field, make sure you protect and cleanse. So new cycle, new level, but a whole new plane for you to play around in. It's like you've just entered into a new playground. What toys do you want to play with? What do you want to go on? What do you want to have fun with? What do you want to manifest and call in? And yeah, protect your energy as you've arrived at this new level. You're more magnetic to all things. So make sure you are magnetizing what you want, not what you don't want. All right. So that is your first theme, my theme number 1, people. But remember, this applies to everyone. So please, everyone, focus in on protection, protection and cleansing. It's just something we need to do now that we are in the year 2024 and we have more spiritual energy on this planet. The second theme is the theme, my loves. If you pick number 2, this is the energy of expanding your ability to receive and shifting into receiving mode. You've got love and good fortune on your way. For you, we have pulled the rose quartz and the jade. Holy shit, you guys, this is 2 powerful things coming in. If you've been on the, you felt like, okay, I'm kind of anticipating love in any form, abundance in any form, whether that be like in a partner, in friendships, in financial abundance, in something, a creative endeavor that you really want to birth into the world. It is time for you to shift into receiving mode. There level in which your nervous system is currently kind of set for as to what you're going to allow yourself to receive. So I would really encourage you guys this month to just start working with that heart chakra. If you've pulled this card, it is time to tap into expanding your heart, getting comfortable with receiving. I'm sure Sophie's going to share with you guys an affirmation or a practice to shift into the receiving and really practice embodying this open divine channel. And what we have to do to be able to do that is we first have to root down. So for this one, I kind of mentioned, wrote down in my notes here, to work a bit with your root, to find safety, do your rooting practices every morning, like a meditation or something. And then that will help you to be open and receptive to what's wanting to come in. I really, honestly, you guys, for this one, I just want to say, if you've picked this one as your main theme, it is time for you to sit back and receive. You've done a lot of work on yourself. Stop trying to fix everything. Find more joy in your life. The more you shift into the energy of joy, play, all that stuff, that's when you shift into the receiving mode. So it's not so much about doing all this work and preparing for your divine partner or that thing. You've done the work. Now it's time for you to shift more into joy, more into relaxation so that you can be open and receptive. If we overcloud our day-to-day life with chaos, we're not going to have room for us to receive more. So how can you create more space for you to receive versus do? And that's going to kind of flow for my then theme 3 people into this energy that's also coming through in September. Now we have Virgo energy in September. This is the energy I've learned recently. I'm a Virgo rising. I am so perfectionist, you guys. I am so heavy in my masculine. And I feel like this is a sign for everyone that really feels oh my God, I need to get so much done. I need to organize. I need to figure out everything, to take a chill pill every once in a while and make sure there's a bit of balance in your life for that good stuff to flow in. Otherwise, you're just going to be overwhelmed. You're not going to, be that open. I mean, no matter what, the things are going to come to you if they're meant to come to you. It's just how easy are you going to let them flow to you? So now flowing into theme 3, if you chose theme 3, my love, September is all about increasing self-worth, increasing self-trust, and having fucking faith in the universe. So if you've leaned into this, it's time for you to really realize that, yeah, that desire that has been planted in your heart has been planted there for a reason. Get out of your head, darling. It is time for you to have some faith, have some trust that it's on its way to you. And I really believe that, when we start to embrace ourselves and everything about us, the messy parts, the amazing parts, our gifts, our authenticity, that's really when we just become like magnetic to prosperity, to all the good stuff, because it's like we know who we are. We're no longer doubting and sending all these mixed signals to the universe. It's like, no, this is who I am. I know I'm worthy of it. I'm going to be successful. Let's go. September is about getting your mindset straight. We've got a lot of that energy with emotions coming up. And when emotions come up, it kicks up mental clutter. So to be able to address the mental clutter, validate those emotions, see them, feel them, talk to your inner child about, this is maybe where things stem from, and then upgrade it. It is time to upgrade because what you want is yours. Speak it out. This is powerful manifestation energy. Speak out what you want, claim what you want, and have faith and trust not only in yourself, because when you do have faith in yourself, you automatically have faith in the universe. It goes hand in hand. You can't trust the universe without trusting yourself, honey. The universe lives within you. So you can't, send mixed signals there. So really notice when that self-talk is kind of becoming chaotic. Center yourself, speak to yourself like you are, your own best friend, like you are your teammate, that you just want to thrive. Send out your desires into the universe and have trust and faith that they're coming to you. So that is theme 3. All right, loves. I hope that you guys enjoyed this energetic reading. I saw some of the girls blowing up the Zoom chat as I was reading. So I hope that these ones resonated for you guys. And without further ado, let's go ahead and pass this off to Maggie.
All right. Happy September, Virgo / Libra season as we get to the end of September. But right now, Virgo season. So perfect for our Virgo rising, newly found Virgo rising Karlie, and our Libra rising Sophie. This is the Divine Gossip Girls time. And we have a Pisces full moon eclipse, and my moon is in Pisces. So you know what? It's all of our energy wrapped up into one.
Oh my God, that's going to be crazy for you, Maggie. A Pisces full moon. Wait, full moon?
Full moon eclipse. The first
eclipse.
full, we'll talk about it in a second, but the first real full Pisces Libra axis eclipse season.
Oh my God.
And there's something
I'm so excited to hear what this
moon. I know. There's something called
what this brings for you.
It brings it comes up every 2.5 months or 2.5 years, and my progressed moon is also in Pisces. So I think it's going to be insane.
That's absurd. I am so ready. I am so ready to see what this brings.
I'm excited. So we'll just we'll kick it right off. But beforehand, remember that unless it's like a moon phase or something that's very quick like that, it's only if it's a moon phase, this energy stays until I tell you that it transits again. So the date I give you is just the date that this energy starts. And most likely this is going to go all month. So if I say Mercury is moving into something, Mercury is there and this energy is potent until next month when I tell you it moves. So you don't have to do something on that day, but it's good to be aware of what energy is around you right now and how to work with it. Feel free to grab a notebook or to just return to this and listen to the upcoming transits so that you can work with your energy, flow with the energy around you instead of sort of swimming against the current. So we're going to start here, September 1st. We kick off the very first day of September with quite a big transit, to be honest. We have Pluto regressing back into Capricorn. It's entering Capricorn, and this is the last time Pluto will enter Capricorn in our lifetimes. If you're listening to this, I guarantee in this life, you will not experience this again because Pluto moves 12 to 15 years. So unless you somehow live to be 200 years old, you're not going to experience this again. So this is the last time. This is a time to finish up transformations in business, career, life goals. It's a potent time to heal that masculine energy so that you're not, like Karlie was saying, in that perfectionist grind, in that, burnout grind. This isn't saying that you can never have transformation in these areas again. It's just saying that it is more potent when Pluto is in Capricorn. So if you've been going through these cycles, this is when you can sort of close them off, finish them up, step into that new chapter. Before we move forwards, you have a few months to do this, don't worry, but this will be the last time that really potent transformation energy sits in the area of fiscal, material, and structural transformations. Life should ease up here next year, like if you feel like you've been going through lots of money cycles, lots of money transformation, material transformation, like moving or structural transformations, this should ease up. Our charts are all different, so you could still face this, but as a collective, this should start to ease up a bit. On September 2nd, we have the Virgo new moon. So this is one of those where it's like just this day. You can usually, tap into the energy the day before or after, but it's really like potent on September 2nd. The Virgo new moon is great to get organized, to deep clean, to purge. It's a great time to sit down with your inner thoughts, do some sort of like inner thoughts, stream of consciousness, inner critic journaling. Acts of service can really be extra potent for like your karma under this moon energy, or just so that you feel good and structured. You can also feel free to like start a new project, create something under this new moon energy, because that Virgo energy will have the plan, and it's brand new energy. It's fresh. So starting things is really powerful on this day. And it's also a great time to just start new routines, new regimens. I don't know what day of the week September 2nd is, but you don't have to wait till a Monday or a Saturday or whatever day you normally do it on. September 2nd, great time for new routines and regimens, because Virgo has that structure within it, to like that innate structure, to make sure that you're following it. Then we have September 4th, Mars enters Cancer. So Cancer is like one of the most feminine energy signs, like one of the most flowy signs, emotional signs, and Mars is like action, fire, go, go, go. So they're very different. So during this period where Mars is in Cancer, you might find your external energy slowing down, but this is a very nice placement for Virgo season because they really vibe well together. Virgo is a bit more introverted, so is Cancer. So taking actions within the house, focusing on renovations or just little actions that need to be tied up within your home, really focusing on action taking within your home space, your safe space. Actively pursuing your subconscious mind healing and actively working through therapy, like that's going to be your best friend during this time. There will be a lot going on in the mind with Virgo season, as well as in the heart space with this Cancer placement here. You might find that actions for people you love or those you consider family will become like more natural, or more like, oh, I need to do this for my family. And emotions may motivate your actions more, which is why something like subconscious mind healing or therapy can really be like helpful to work through this. So you're not only taking, emotional action that maybe it's like, maybe I should have sat with that a little bit. This is a great, great, great time to balance masculine and feminine energies, because Mars is the most masculine planet. Cancer is the most feminine sign. So it's a great time to find that balance. Now we have on September 9th, Mercury enters Virgo. This can cause you to overthink your words in conversation. We actually talked about this back in July, but so just in case you missed August, it's because we went into Mercury retrograde. So it had gone into Leo and then it moved back into Virgo. So this may sound a bit familiar, but it can cause you to overthink your words in conversation. It can sometimes cause a spike in social anxiety or in anxiety in general. That's why I was saying with that Mars placement, that therapy, subconscious work, really important. This is really great, however, for things like writing papers, giving presentations, debates, or anything where you need to be detail-oriented with your words and with your communication. Your mind and communication is more analytical, detail-oriented, and practical during this time. So doing things like to-do list, plans, organization, all of that will be really helpful. And this Virgo transit in Mercury is going to feel a bit easier because we're also in Virgo season. So that energy is doubled down, right? Your mind may feel sharp and focused and able to get down to the smaller details. Then we have the big one that we were talking about at the beginning. We have our Pisces lunar eclipse happening on the Pisces full moon. Welcome to eclipse season, my loves. This is the first full cycle in the Libra Pisces axis. For the past about 3 years, we've been doing Scorpio and Taurus eclipses. And then the past 2 eclipses we had in this past year had 1 foot in the old. So you'd have one in Scorpio or Taurus and the other one in Pisces or Libra. And this is the very first one where it's just full Pisces and Libra. We're in the full new phase of eclipse season. If you don't understand that, that's okay. I'm going to explain it. Pisces, this energy is deep spiritual transformation and dream life transformation with the Libra side. When you have an eclipse season, it's like it creates this little portal, and you can step into it one way and out of it a completely different version of yourself. It's a big shedding. It's a big just like change of self. Last eclipse on April 8th, that was the day we were told we were being deported. So, and then the second day, we thought we had 90 days. The second, like the end of eclipse season, was when I was told that I only had 30 days to move instead of 90. So really, eclipse energy can be huge and it's really transformative. So I can really back that up. So this one I'm excited to see. Last one, it was about breaking down walls. It was a little bit different because it had that Scorpio edge. But with Pisces and Libras, it's very like stepping into a dream life. It can be like so rose-colored glasses. It can be so woo-woo and spiritual. It can help you manifest relationships. It can help you deepen self-love and help you set boundaries. That it may push you a little bit to get you there, but it can really help. But it can also bring along the big release and endings in order to start a new life, a new chapter in life. Sort of like that number 1, I think it was, that Karlie was saying there. It's saying, you know, big release, ending things so that you can just step into your brand new space. Pisces is very spiritual, and we're kicking this off in a Pisces energy, ending with Libra. So if you can, do like a little woo-woo ritual. I'm sure I'll have stuff over on my page all about it. So come chat, ask me questions. Do a woo-woo ritual, set your manifestations, get really clear. This is where I differ from other people when talking about eclipse seasons. People will say, like, don't actively manifest during an eclipse. Don't like do all the woo-woo stuff during the eclipse because the moon is in shadow. Basically, I would really love it if this is on September 17th, if on September 16th, sit down and get super clear on what you would like to manifest with this eclipse, what you would like to call in and change and transform with this eclipse, who you would like to step out the other side of this eclipse season being. And the reason I say this is because we're always manifesting. So people who are saying you can't manifest during an eclipse, that doesn't make sense because literally every action that we take is a manifestation of some sort, right? And so if you can be really intentional with it, you could change everything during an eclipse season. However, if you're not, I mean, it might just take you where it thinks you need to go. You know, stuff will still happen, but you might not get the, you know, that exact outcome speedy, quick, the way that you could have. The reason people say not to do it is because the moon is in shadow, which means our emotional bodies, our desires, our wants, our feelings are in shadow. So it's more likely for fear and for our shadow sides to come out. That means that shadow work can be really powerful during this time, but it also just means that as long as you come up with what you want to be doing, with what you want to be calling in before the eclipse happens, and just don't let yourself change course over the 2 weeks, even if that fear pops up and goes, we can't have this, just don't allow it to change the course and stick with it because you're like, that's just the eclipse energy talking. And if you can stick with what you truly desired before the eclipse season started, you can call it in so powerfully. So I would really recommend doing a woo-woo ritual, doing some sort of manifestation ritual on the 17th, but prepping it a few days before. Then we have September 22nd, Libra season. The sun enters Libra. I love Libra energy. It's romance, connection, and embracing the beauty in life. It's those rose-colored glasses and feeling like your life is a movie. This is a time of partnerships, friendships, connections. All of these things are going to be important to lean into. This is a time to romanticize your life and step into dreams. Also, Libra loves balance and fairness. So something like volunteering or finding that balance or giving back in any way you can bring forward really good karma for you, especially during an eclipse season. Then we have Venus the same day, Venus entering Scorpio. This will heighten intense emotions, passion, and sensuality. This sign or this transit really pushes you to take your connection seriously, because during this time, the bonds that you create become very hard to break. Scorpio energy is fiercely loyal, and it can be easier to create bonds during this time. Scorpios naturally have a wall up because of this. If you have Scorpio energy, you might naturally have a bit of a wall up, and you only let the people in you want to, because those bonds become so powerful. But for someone who doesn't have that natural wall, stepping into this energy, you might find it's easier for you to sort of like fall into those deep, deep bonds with people that you're like, I don't want this connection with. So just be like wary of that a little bit, but intentional with who you connect with and who you deepen these bonds with. Your magnetism is increased, especially if you sort of like push boundaries, if you like step into taboos that you are passionate about. I put like embrace your freak, it's your magnet. It's like similar to Aquarius, but it's like embrace those dark parts about yourself. Make sure your relationship and vices don't become obsessive during this time, and instead take that energy and turn it inwards towards self-love, towards yourself, towards that magnetism. Embracing sexuality, sensuality, and intimacy when you can during this time will be very powerful for you. And this may clash a little bit with the Libra sun. It, is more darker and sexy. And Libras are like airy fairy. They love everyone. They hope everyone's happy. And so there might be this little bit of push and pull. It's like that light feminine versus dark feminine energy. So you might find a bit of a clash, but just embrace it where you can. On September 26th, we have Mercury entering Libra. Once again, your Mercury entering Libra may clash with that Venus in Scorpio, but it pairs really well with the Sun in Libra. So the Libra energy may be a bit more prominent than that Scorpio energy for a bit, but try and see if you can find that balance with both of them. Mercury entering Libra is a beautiful place for Mercury to be. It is enhanced, like I said, by that Sun in Libra. It makes communications with others much easier, but you may tend to people please with your words and your commitments. So just try and look out for that. You will enjoy talking about what you love, and your voice can be a great creative or artistic output. So I always say to people, like, create poetry, write as much as you can, sing and express yourself, and you will fly through this transit no problem. A little bit of a longer update from me, because I wanted to give you the rundown on eclipse season, because it's so powerful and so, so important. But with all that being said, Soph, it's your turn. Let's wrap it up in a nice little bow.
Okay, let's just take a big collective deep breath. As always, I like to just take a little breath in and just ground back into the space, because that can be a lot, obviously, with Karlie giving the themes and then Maggie going through a full month, like a month. That's a lot, right? And a lot is happening. So with all that Maggie gave you, I do really invite you to save this episode and come back to it, or come back to your notes throughout the month, or even as you were listening to, we'll start with Maggie's, as you were listening to the astrological reading, if anything really screamed at you or shouted at you, and you felt like that intuitive pull to be like, okay, I need to utilize that energy, I need to work with that energy, go and listen to the specific kind of messages, advice, practices, intentions that Maggie gave as well. Obviously Maggie gave some intentions for your new moon, your full moon, your eclipse, practices as well. So I'll leave those practices for her, for you guys to lean into. And what I'll do is I had an idea that actually came up, because I've been, like I said at the beginning, I have been not like pre-planning the practices and just kind of like being like, okay, what are the girls coming up with, and let's just flow with it. And an idea that came up for me, so obviously I want to give a practice for each theme. So if you pick theme 1, 2, or 3, I'm going to give a practice for each theme. However, before I give you a practice, I am going to decide and claim here, if you don't already follow me on Instagram @_shine with Sophie, I do weekly IG live tap-ins, EFT tap-ins, and each tap-in is like a different theme. What I'm going to do for the month of September is we're going to tap on each theme. So we'll tap on theme 1, we'll tap on theme 2, and we'll tap on theme 3 throughout the month. So the first theme is obviously about shifting into that new frequency and protecting that new frequency, protecting that new vibration. I feel like the overall energy I got from all of it really was this balancing of energies and this opening and shifting into expansion. Even with the three themes that Karlie gave us, it was shifting into that new frequency, shifting into receiving mode, shifting into really increasing your self-worth, increasing your self-trust, like trusting in the universe, trusting in that the magic, right? And that's a big energy. That's like that energy of expansion. So there's a lot of that energy of expansion, a lot of that energy of like balancing your masculine and feminine, opening yourself up and tapping into like romance, tapping into creativity, tapping into pleasure, tapping into your sensuality. So I'm really, really excited for all that energy that's going to come up this month. But for theme 1, obviously it was about shifting into that new frequency. So I'm going to be doing a tap-in. I'll do an Instagram live tap-in about shifting into that new frequency, locking it in on an energetic belief and nervous system level. But what a practice I want you to do on your own is each day, I want you just to tap into that energy, that vibration, whether it is dancing with that vibration, whether it's getting out in nature with that vibration, whether it's putting your phone away for what that new vibration that you're shifting into. What is that version of yourself that is locked in to that vibration, is protected in that vibration? What is one thing that they do each day to really enhance that energy? And I want you to do that, whether it is an EFT tapping on your own, whether it is a meditation, whether it is like a road trip by yourself. What is that one thing to really each day of September shift into and lock into that vibration? And I want you to come over to my Instagram and we'll do a live tap-in. You can save it and you can come back to it each day of September as well. Okay, theme number 2, we have that shifting into receiving mode. And that's what I chose, actually. My number 2 was shifting into that receiving mode, which I'm super excited. And as soon as like Karlie says it, or even just hearing the word receiving, it's just like that kind of exhale and just like that opening of the heart. So like maybe even right now, if you chose number 2, or if that came through for you, just like I want you just to open up your heart space, open up your chest. And honestly, one practice I want you to do each day is every single morning you wake up, or even just throughout your day, each day, is being mindful of your posture, being mindful of when you're crouching over, and can you come back to just opening up your heart space? Like every single day before you even get out of bed, sit up and open your space, open your heart space, tap on your heart, and even just like claiming this belief of I open my heart and I keep it open. And if you need to do that throughout your day, each day throughout the month, please do. But I want you to do it in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening, and throughout, sprinkle it throughout your day. Whenever you feel like you're starting to close yourself off, whenever you feel your posture is kind of becoming hunched, can you reopen yourself up? Tap on your heart center, tap on your chest, and just reclaim to yourself that I open my heart and I keep it open to receive whatever comes to me this day, whatever comes to me this week, and whatever continues to come to me. And another thing that is coming through for me as well, that I'm going to personally embody as well to like really enhance this energy and this mode, just receiving mode that Karlie was talking about, is really allowing yourself to like expand your capacity to receive in small ways and in big ways. So each day, maybe even asking yourself, as you open your chest, as you tap on your chest and you claim that new belief, that and infuse that deeper and deeper into throughout each day, how can I be an embodiment of receiving today? How can I be an embodiment of receiving today? Whether it is through a compliment from a friend, whether it's through a kind gesture from someone, whether it's through some sort of feedback at work or in business, and how can you really open your chest up and receive and really expand your heart, your nervous systems, your belief systems capacity to receive in small and in big ways. Number 3, we had increasing self-worth, trust, and the universe, which is, I believe, what Maggie picked. We do this too. So Maggie picked this one. And the thing that was coming forward when Karlie was speaking was, it's not about the ego anymore. It's not about the head anymore. It's about the magic, the heart, like the magic of the universe, the magic of your heart, the magic of what is possible and available for you all as well. So I want you to start really shifting your belief systems, shifting your energy. And the biggest thing that you just kept coming through, and that's why I was like, I'm going to do these EFT tap-ins, because I feel like with every theme that came through, we're really being invited to shift our energy, shift our beliefs, and EFT tapping is such a powerful tool for that. So I invite anyone who chose theme number 3 to, whether it's EFT tapping or whether it is some sort of modality that you use, to shift your beliefs and shift your energy each day, shift that self-worth, shift that trust, and shift into that trust you have for the universe. I personally do that through EFT tapping, through dancing with the universe, through dancing with myself. And once you've done that, I want you to be like, okay, what is one thing, one thing, or even 1 to 3 things. This is a way that you can start to heal your masculine energy as well, balance your energy, as well as being like, okay, what's 1 to 3 things I can do today, actionable, specific steps I can do today that are going to really expand me into this energy of worthiness, of trust in myself, of trust in the universe. Whether it is taking action on something that you've been scared to put yourself out and do, whether it's taking action on something that maybe in the past you didn't think you were worthy to do that, and starting to really reclaim your power, starting to really reclaim your worthiness, reclaim your trust in yourself, reclaim your connection with the universe as well. Each day of this month, I want you to start really being like, okay, I choose to shift into worthiness and trust, and each day I'm going to take 1 to 3 specific actions to really step and expand into that. And through that, you get to then like heal this and balance these energies of feminine and masculine, because you're shifting your energy, you're aligning your energy, you're opening yourself up, but you're also allowing yourself to take action. You're also allowing yourself to put yourself out there. You're also allowing yourself to trust in yourself. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to tap in today. I'm going to, like I said, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, please come over, because I'm going to do these 3 EFT live tap-ins with you. They'll be saved on my Instagram as well for you to save and come back to. But I just felt a call in to be like, okay, I'm going to actually do like themed Divine Gossip Girl live tappings, because I feel like that would be with the themes that came through today. I feel like that could be really, really powerful. But yeah, I hope you have the best September. I know this is a lot to take in, so just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, whatever kind of like aligns the most with you, or whatever you feel like is screaming at you that you're being invited to really lean deeper and deeper into this next month. Please do so. Okay, we love you so much. If you have any questions at all about the forecast, energetic forecast, or the astrological forecast, or even just the practices that I've been sharing, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask any questions that you may have. We're here to support you. You're part of this space as well. And yeah, we will see you next week for another episode.
Bye.